Guys, Pavlo G here. I just wanted to make some more videos in regards to just all the maps in current rotation. Just sniping tips, general stuff you want to look out for. So let's get started. We're on Livefire. Very close quarters map. I wouldn't say this is not a beginner sniping map. If you're a beginner, you should probably just stay in spawn or just use a different gun. This is kind of a harder map to proficiently snipe with, but if you do want to, you're at the right video. So let's get started. So right here we have this main spawn area on the high side. So you have the sniper tire on the other side you can snipe from. You have this spawn area you can snipe from. You can snipe all the people. Let's say your C objective over on domination. If anyone's coming here, you snipe there. I typically don't like this spot. A little too secluded for me. So we'll move up. So we have this area here. You have anyone coming into mid, this area you can snipe from. This area, I wouldn't really bother looking here. This is a very dead zone of the map. No one really traverses through this area unless you're escaping or jumping out this window or something. Not very common. One tip I can give you is if you're running on this main area, very volatile area to sit in. You know, people spamming bullets, nades, and whatnot. Someone's holding an angle here. Someone could be here. You can use these walls and kind of switch up your movement a little bit as opposed to just running. So when you get up here, off one slide, I'm already over here. Or what you can do is just, instead of full committing to a peek here, if someone's going to be aiming here, just jump. You can see where they're at. Or if you know how to super jump, you can use this box a lot. I would say this box, I use this box all the time to super jump into a shot. So you can just go here and line up your shot. Or someone sitting in spawn, line up a shot. I would say this spot on the map is going to be a very, very powerful position. You have access to this spawn. You have a right angle you can peek from. You have this right angle. You can juggle from the back. You have this area. Whatever spawn, you can basically trap spawn from this part of the map. It's going to be a little harder to get the further back in the spawn, but going into another part I'll kind of touch on later as far as conditioning. If you're dominating this area, they're not going to be privy to coming to this area, so they're probably going to rotate over here. Alright, let's start with this plane area. So super jump up here. If you can't super jump, no worries. Get up on this ledge, you can jump from here to here, just get right up. Or sometimes, if you have movements, okay, my bad, if you have your knife out and slide, you can get up there as well. It can be a little tricky at times with the timing. I just like to super jump on top of it. Or you can super jump like that and flick back. When you get to this plane area, let's say your spawn's over here, your team's pushing. You take out one or two people here. You have a really powerful position. You have spawn here, spawn back here, and then whoever's here. So your team's probably going to be up here, managing whoever's there. You can pop a shot here, pop a shot here. You can prone, and now you're just gone. You're invisible. Or you can just fully retreat. Now let's say you really want to be aggressive. You want to push in spawn with your sniper. I don't blame you. So what you'll do is, you have super jump here. You can just get a shot off if you really want to. Kind of predictable. I like to kind of strafe in the air a little bit, but if you have a clear shot, it's fine. 99% of people are not going to shoot you out of the air. If you want to, what I like to do, I'll kind of play around these walls a little bit. So I'm not going to just run out and slide. I have no cover, no positioning. There's three people here, I'm done. So I'll play this wall. If they come out, boom, shot, I'm out of their vision. Might have to handle whoever's here. But if there's two here, I can just switch the angle. I could jump over their head and juke them. I could run past them, flank them, whatever I can do. Another thing, not a super common angle. You can get pretty much shot from anywhere else, but you can get a cheeky little shot here if the conditions permit. Alright, now we're on the other side of the spawn. Kind of just like the other spawn, you have this tower, kind of view to the other side. I do kind of prefer just a jump shot, because you can actually have a full visual, plus they won't be able to fire back. But if I was to rotate out, I'd go over towards plane, and then you can kind of either go here, take care of whoever's here, you can go here, you can drop below, fight the objective. A lot of areas you can go. But let's say you want to get a gauge of where everyone's at. You don't want to just fully push, so you can get over to this area here. Very powerful spot. You have a right angle. People will head glitch here. Good players will run up on this area. What you can do is just hold these angles here. These angles here. You have a good angle here. A lot of people will sit on those windows. Anyone playing objective, you can just toss a nade. Check their aggression. But let's say you really have to dip in a retreat. You're in this little area, someone's chasing you. Get on this box. Now you're up. Or you can go over to the window and get up. Just like this. And you just want to stay on this wood. You can sit up on this little top. It doesn't really do much, to be honest. This back area, also powerful, but people do expect this, so I wouldn't sit here too long if you're going to be sniping in the back. This is a popular area, a lot of AR SMG players like to play. I wouldn't recommend playing this angle. You have virtually no cover, exposed the entire map, so you could have 3 separate people aiming at you, and you don't want that. What I'll do now is I'll just run around the map and do some movement, just kind of get you an idea of what you can do and what you can really utilize. If you can jump up here, let's say very aggressive team, just jump back up, grab arms away, just boom. You can get over here to this area, check that. Let's say you just want to unconventional way, and have some air strafe when you're coming up as opposed to just running up. You can jump up. Not very common, I just prefer to use the box. You can super jump straight into here. Like I was saying earlier, you can jump into this window, really take people by surprise. Like I said, you can do these walls, get a lot of movement. You can jump all the way to the other side, you can get on top of here. You can really just get deep in their spawn. Let's say you're playing free-for-all. This is a very common spot in free-for-all. People are running. You can just jump. Instead of waiting for you to get chewed up by an SMG, just jump out at them. And a lot of these boxes, you can do that. A lot of the windows, a lot of these little mantled surfaces, you'd be surprised. Like you can get all the way into spawn, not touching the ground. What I like to do is I'll run out to this plane, snipe here, see if anyone's pushing here. And I'll usually sit here for a good chunk of the map, just kind of control the spawns, control the rhythm. I have this area. They usually won't push here since I've already established dominance in this lane. So you just sit here, get free shots, throw a nade. We do the same thing, just super jump up here, nothing too crazy. But overall, I feel like those are most, if not all, the little movement quirks of this map. Alright, as far as pre-fire spots, or just like rotations as far as players go, any box typically is going to have someone head glitching on it, so here or here, here or here, probably not here, it's stuck on the wall, but this angle here. Anything lower, if it's like a raised surface, like they're going to head glitch that, so I'll go over to this area. A lot of people just kind of play here, so you're probably going to have to aim lower if you're going to be aiming here. So you aim here, and then aim here. Notice, usually when I clear this angle, I'm going to check here first, because they have to cross out to get to this area. So usually there's going to be someone here before there's going to be someone here, if it's active. If you're first starting the match, maybe someone runs into you off spawn in this little area, but I would say if they get past this area, as this box, I wouldn't scope in, because when you drag down, it is significantly harder to track your shots. Like left and right, it's very easy, but down, up can be a bit of a challenge. So if they get past a certain distance, just either hip fire or clean up with your pistol. If you're really confident, pop a shot off. I'd say other spots you want to look for. Typically not going to be a lot of snipers on this map, but they do exist. Aim for these walls, either side of these walls. This. Typically not here, people don't really aim from that angle. Spawn, very heavily contested. People won't sit windows. People will sit here. What I like to do, I'll just bait that out with a nade. You're usually going to flush them out of position, and you can kind of get to a different spot to address them. I typically just try to ignore them, unless I get a clear shot, because it is very difficult to hit a shot between these steel beams. Like someone's head, you have to like be just like that crouched. It's very hard to do. So sometimes, if the shot is looking hard to take, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. But overall, anything with a wall, window, entryway, box, especially boxes, mid, basically any opening, someone's going to be sitting there jiggling it or holding a head glitch on you. So, you know, obviously someone's not going to be sitting here, but obviously large sight line, someone's probably going to be here. Let's see, someone's probably going to be in this tunnel. If you were on mid, try to take the objective. Oh, I forgot, there's another movement tip to tell you. You can slide up here and get all the way to top. You're gonna have to slide at it. Slide and look towards the wall, because if you just slide, you won't really clear it. So you have to go slide and get up on it. I would say just for movement in general, just be creative with it. Don't just run around and just jump mindlessly. Kind of think about what you're doing. Like you can slide here, get to this box, jump up here, now you're up here. Or you can look, instantly get on the bridge, just flick around. Or instead of just jumping through this window and running through here, why not jump through that window and get a surprise shot on somebody? Or someone's in spawn, jump up at them. Just have some fun with it, experiment, and you'll really start hitting some nice shots. And that will conclude the live fire sniping guide. I hope you guys find it helpful. Please like and subscribe for more. There are more videos on the way, so be on the lookout for that. Pablo G signing out.